was about the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. Just before the show, behind the scenes.
He's still panicking because, yeah, we're okay now.
Oh, hey, look at us. We're wearing both gray.
Yeah.
We didn't plan it.
No, we're spending way too much time together.
Like always, hit us up on the YouTube channel if you're there. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Also, hit the thumbs up. Let's get to 100 on this wonderful Monday. If you're listening, Heart, tune in, radio apps, and EdmontonSportsDog.com. Just slide on over to YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, and we'll appreciate that. Like always, you can text us as well, 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Inbox. Fun show today. Lots of Oilers. Leon looks great. Got some injury updates. The Oilers are traveling at this moment to Las Vegas. And we're also going to talk more hockey because the Edmonton Oil Kings went to PA, got the split. Game 3 goes tomorrow. We'll be giving away tickets for that too. Matt Barrett, the voice of the Oil Kings, will join us at 1:40. Already got a Vegas guy lined up for tomorrow. Joaquin.
Oh.
Tim Hernan is going to join us on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're moving ahead here, Gager. How was your weekend?
It was fine. It was good. Yeah, just low key. Watched the game.
I saw you had some mezcal.
Yeah, I whipped myself up a couple margaritas. It was all right. I probably had one too many.
Were you feeling it?
Not real, but I was just tired the next day, right? So
fair enough.
Probably should have cut myself off, but other than that, yeah, it was kind of a productive weekend.
Are you excited for the meeting tonight?
What meeting?
You ain't got time for meetings. You got financials to do.
Yeah, I'm a busy boy this week, but that's okay. I got time after the show, line up everything else, and yeah, we'll just...
so you're going to be working between 3 and 6?
Yeah, I have to.
Nice.
That's what happens when I go home, man.
Yeah.
What do you think I got to do here?
Well...
I got meetings. I got things to do.
Priorities.
I can't just go home and smoke darts and drink wine.
This is your number one job.
This is one of my jobs.
Coob, how was your weekend, my friend? You good?
It was fine. Pretty good. Watched the UFC that went down.
Oh, there was UFC?
Fight night. Yeah. Every weekend.
Oh.
Every single weekend, yeah.
Really?
Well, it's not a UFC. It's a fight night. So it's like the lesser kind of known people. Raul Rosas Jr., the UFC's youngest fighter. He was signed at 17. He's been fighting for a couple of years, but he got the win in a tight fight. Yeah, it was
17.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, he didn't fight until he was 18. Technically, I don't think you're able to fight.
So he's 18 now?
He's 20 now. He's still the youngest guy. It's been a few years. It's been a few years, but he's still the youngest.
It's okay.
He will be for a long time.
20 years old fighting?
Oh yeah, he's his face isn't. He's not a pretty boy. Let's say that.
What weight class is he?
I think flyweight or something like that.
It's just
I don't
a
know,
little
like
bit.
145 or 135 or something. Yeah.
Chief Andy says audio is off, not in sync. So I don't know. Let us know, Chief Andy, if it gets better here as we move forward. I was telling you I might go to the mall, pick up some stuff for my trip. And you're like, are you going Speedos? I'm like, no, I'm going, the classic swim trunk.
But what, like, are you James Bond coming out of the water there?
No, not that classic.
No?
No, but they're like, obviously like shorts, but they're a little bit shorter.
How
Show
short?
off my nice legs.
Okay, we got to, I want to see pictures of these legs because.
Oh, you will.
It's, I don't know, we'll see. Like, we might have to have a leg off here. See if people can tell whose legs belong to who here. Because we've seen a lot of Tommy's legs. Are they as nice as Tommy's legs?
Much better.
Really?
And just wait till they're tanned. They look solid.
Oh my gosh. Tommy! Hernan says he has better legs than you do. Yeah. So, do you shave your legs?
No.
Are they hairy?
No, they're not super hairy.
Okay.
I probably have the best legs here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just think I have nice legs.
Like muscular?
Yeah.
Really?
They're solid, man.
How much you squat?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't. I haven't squat in a while.
Well, how do you have nice legs if you haven't squatted?
Because I've built them over the years, man.
Yeah, but you still need to upkeep.
Buddy, when I was with the Elks, I was getting over 10,000, minimum 10,000 steps a day, bro.
That doesn't do anything.
Oh, sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
Sure it does. I played a lot of soccer in my life. I wasn't good, but I played a lot of soccer and that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to push the iron, buddy. What about calves? Is it just quads? Are you quadzilla?
Quads are pretty nice.
Do they look like...
Oh, sorry. Belzy has the best legs.
No, he doesn't.
He can't even wear jeans, bro.
Well, is that a good sign?
Hernan got his nice legs from all those years of running through the jungle.
Maybe it is the climbing of the tree. That's how it is. Climbing those trees and hunting through the jungles of Chile.
When I'm in Mexico, I'll send you a picture of my legs and you're going to be like, wow.
Is that how you captured
weird.
animals? Did they get them in the vice grips of your legs and choke the life out of them?
Will it be weird if you're like just chilling at home and then you get a picture of my legs and you're by your wife?
No,
like, why is that dude sending you a
I will throw that right onto social media.
This is like an anaconda taking down a pig.
No social media.
I can't wait to see your legs. I get it before. I want them like pre-tan, and then after you're done, let's see how dark these little twigs can get.
Weird conversation to start the day, but all in all, it's fun. Oh, now you guys are normal. What? Okay.
So what'd you think of the game? I was texting you.
I thought Jack Michaels did a really good job selling it. I don't think it was as entertaining as he made it out to be. No disrespect, I'm just saying. I thought it was an okay game. I thought the Oilers continue to struggle off the rush defending Joaquin. I'm still not liking what I'm seeing there. I really like the line of Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Prokols. They were the best line. It wasn't even close.
It was a Draisaitl. It was a helicopter line. All right.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I like Nurse and Bouchard on the back end. I thought they were solid. What a pass by Bouch. Nurse bringing the physicality. I loved Corey Perry just grabbing Backlund and feeding him a few and just saying enough is enough. Because he was trying to get at Rasmus Anderson. That little,
weasel?
You know what? That little weasel. You know what's funny? Because the second period ended so hot, and I'm like, yes, here we go in the third. It's going to be more fireworks. Kind of let me down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Well, you would have thought it was like Michael Buffer, the way Jack and Louis were talking. But you caught it all on mic, too. There was a lot of profanity and stuff. And that's great. I mean, I was looking forward to a robust third. And it was, you know what? Going into the third, and then that whole sequence of Nurse coming back and Bouchard and the pass and Leon, like a perfect shot beating Wolf. Like that was and to see like Leon was pumped. And I wonder, I'd love to ask him this question because certain parts of your career, you know, there's certain things that stand out, certain moments and stuff. And scoring 50 is obviously a moment, but that was a cool 50 goal. Like it meant something. It tied the game. The whole situation, the Battle of Alberta, you know, in your own barn. I'm sure that's one that he'll have basically burned into his memory banks because it was such a cool. And to see him not only happy that he scored 50 and stuff, but to tie up the game, give his team a chance to win. It was great.
Pickard was really good. Held him in there. It was funny because on that tying goal on the 50th. Up until like he got right up on Wolf, he was looking for the pass.
You think so?
Yeah, because then he kind of just looks and says, screw this, I'm going to shoot it.
I think he was going shot all the time.
What a player though, man. Like what a season he's having. He's been outstanding. Where would this team be without Leon Draisaitl? Because, I mean, okay, double stack pad by Pickard. You loved it?
Of course.
Yeah, great. He's going to get to start tomorrow because we got an update yesterday from Coach Knobloch. McDavid, Ekholm, Stewart, Skinner, and Klimberg will not be flying out today. Could meet the team partway through this 4-game trip. Okay, concerning. I'm really.
So say that again.
McDavid, Ekholm, Stewart, Skinner, and John Klimberg.
I'll leave them all home.
Ekholm's the big one for me. Klimberg's not going to play a lot. I don't really care. But Ekholm is getting really concerning. He says Kane and Frederick will be flying with the team and skating.
It's just to keep skating with the team. You won't see these guys on the trip, but at least they're skating with the team.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good news.
And then, back to the game Saturday. I thought there was some good. There's still some warts on this team. 100% Joaquin. Tomorrow's the big test for me. Because, and listen, Edmonton, I know Calgary got a point, but they buried Edmonton. I mean, they buried Calgary.
Yeah, that was kind of the nail in the coffin for them.
Same with Vancouver, because they blew a 3-0 lead on Friday in Columbus, lost 7-6 in a shootout, then lose to Winnipeg. They're done too. It's too much to make up 7 points, Joaquin, with 9 games left.
Well, it's other things have to happen. That's the thing. You could win out and still miss, probably. That's the.
Yeah. And coming up in the Dylan Holloway segment later, we will talk about the red hot.
Don't do that.
So Vegas, San Jose, LA, Anaheim. Are you happy with 2-2 because of the injuries?
No, I'm. Look, we're in the home stretch here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta adjust my way I look at this team. I can't allow my emotions to take over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going game by game. At this point, all right.
Okay.
So
one game at a time.
I'm going just like they should be doing, one game at a time here. And next, and it's a huge game. This is those measuring stick games. This, depending on how the season finishes, this could be like, I know it's not too possible. I thought there was a point where this could have been a first round matchup. That'll be kind of on the outside, but this is a team that, quite a good possibility that you could meet in the second round, right? So, kind of proving that you can win in Vegas, I think, is important. And having a good performance without a few of your best players is also super important. That the structure of the Golden Knights, they're going really well right now. This game means a lot, I think. Just a confidence builder, showing that you can win in that building and go up against the best team in the Pacific and do well. So it's we'll really find out a lot about this team.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
Even without Connor, and I know you can't. They're missing these guys and they're not going to play, but still, I think you can really see what this team is made of by going up against that D core, that solid forward group. I want to see a much better performance from everybody from the Calgary game.
Yeah,
is that fair?
Yeah, they won on Saturday, in a large part thanks to Leon Draisaitl and Calvin Pickard, but a lot of stuff needs to be cleaned up, and that's why I'm worried, because it's March 31st, and I don't know if you have 2 weeks to clean up all the defensive liabilities the Oilers are showing right now. Coop, can we run the quick clip I have of Nurse? He was pretty chipper. He's really growing on me this year. Becoming a fan, he just had some fun with the media. Gage, I don't know if you saw this, but let's roll it.
The emotion and the physicality on a night like tonight, is it about the Battle of Alberta, or is it was it the situation, or is it something you guys are working on and trying to pull more out of?
I know our group has zero toughness, so hopefully tonight we showed we had a little bit.
What did that Klapka look like? What did you want to do?
Just having some fun.
Whatever.
Because after the goalies got run in that last game, a lot of stuff came out that they were a soft team and all that. So, but you know what I liked about him? Because in years past, it was always more serious, like a serious tone. He laughed it off and had fun with the media, saying yeah, we saw what you guys wrote.
I mean, for a long period of time, Darnell was quite giving in interviews, showing him. And then over the last few seasons, he's been a lot more guarded.
Yeah.
I think he takes offense to a lot of things that are said about him. But there you have a guy that a confident guy, a guy that doesn't really care, but that's a sign of someone playing well too. He knows that he's not only doing his job, but he's playing really well right now. Have the ISO cam on Nurse when he goes into the corners with guys. Like they pay a price, right? I think he's gotten that thing out of his game, a little bit of trying to do too much, right? He plays within himself, and that level is still really, really quite high. So, and it's shown he's contributed offensively. There's some big assists, primary assists that he's been part of. I think his game is perfect where he's kind of peaking at the right time. Still has to get to another level, I think, come playoff time, and I think he's capable of that. But yeah, I like where he's at right now.
The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. All right, we'll continue the Oiler conversation at 1:40. The voice of the Old Kings, Matt Barrett, and we're going to have lots of fun on today's show. Lots to get to around the world of sports as well. We're back here on EST Afternoons after the break, but first up, Koob with your sports update.
The Oilers have signed Ohio State defenseman Damien Carfagna to a 2-year entry-level deal, with the 22-year-old recording 7 goals and 28 points in 38 games this season, which is good for 26 in Big Ten scoring. And another signing has the Caps inking 2023 8th overall pick Ryan Leonard to a 3-year entry-level contract after he led the NCAA with 30 goals this season. Elsewhere, Florida's Nico Mikkola has been fined $5,000 after he fired a slap shot down the ice toward the Montreal net at the end of yesterday's loss to the Canadiens, nearly hitting Montreal's David Savard. Tonight there's 4 games. Flames and Avs go at it. Dallas hits the road in Seattle. New Jersey hosts Mini, while the Preds and Flyers drop the puck. In the NBA, the Heat take on the Wizards. The Rockets and Lakers have a date, while Boston meets Memphis. And the Blue Jays off day sees 14 games, 4 of which are live. The Twins are getting smacked 9-0 by the White Sox at the bottom of the 4th. The Royals hold the Brewers 4-0 at the bottom of the 4th as well, while Baltimore is down 4-2 against Boston at the bottom of the 2nd. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. EST Afternoons rolls on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
It's time for a wing throwdown at the Canadian Brewhouse. Fuego Verde versus Honey Blaze. Who's got the best flavor? Come taste the heat and get your wing fix anytime. Plus 69-cent wings all day Wednesdays. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Take your career to the next level with Nate's Construction Leadership and Supervision Program, a perfect tool for professionals looking to advance their role or an organization needing to develop leaders. Learn more about safety supervision, scheduling, cost control, and most importantly, how to lead a team. For more information and to register, visit nate.ca/CLSP to take your career to another level.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
1:22. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. It's the big meeting today. Wonder if I get any bonus points. No, Dusty's always giving out brownie points.
Yeah.
It's highly unlikely because I never say anything.
No, I take it all in.
I think they put a limit on questions from Zach.
No, there should be though. Yeah, but hey, he finished with a lot of points last.
Yeah, he did.
Well, do follow-up questions count?
Well, yeah.
Like that itself is a question. So does it connect or is it like with, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I know.
I might take a different approach today.
Maybe just ask your questions at the beginning. Like when we get to the end, then it's maybe time to, you can wait till tomorrow.
We're still deciding on food for the meeting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Well, Dusty's buying for everybody, but
is he?
It's between pizza right now and Popeyes.
We're not getting a couple veggie platters?
No veggie platters.
Oh, Popeyes. Reed will be all over that Popeyes.
He'll be so happy.
Yeah. I haven't had Popeyes, well, since the last time we had it, I guess.
When Jay bought it, remember? Yeah. Someone mixed up the steaks, and then Jay felt bad and went and got us some chicken.
Right.
That's good stuff, man.
It's okay.
Hey, would you go with Olivia Rodrigo on Thursday in San Jose?
I don't like it, and here's why. And I know it shouldn't happen, but hey, you need the points, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Pickard really falls apart tomorrow, I could see it. Maybe that would make sense, but I don't give him the game because you're playing against the worst team in the league. Should be a win. You're putting in a guy that's got 20 minutes of NHL experience. I don't think it sends the right message to the team at this point. Look, if Pickard's going to be the guy, because I said there kind of has to be a discussion right now of who starts game 83 a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
I think.
But does it matter? So the Rodrigo, would you say it depends on what happens tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If Pickard fumbles, then I would think about it, right? It would make sense more than just going, hey, it's your first game, come and do it. Because it's still, I just don't like it. I don't like the messaging it sends to the team. Oh, we can put anyone in and we should be just fine.
Okay, so what bothers, depending on tomorrow, if Pickard plays well, you would run Pickard again on Thursday?
I run Pickard, yeah.
Okay, if he plays bad, you'd go with Rodrigo, or you would think about it?
Like I said, if he goes bad tomorrow, I go with Rodrigo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then at least that way, I think to me, obviously if it goes bad, they lose this game. And then, we got to pick up some points on this road trip.
You can't afford to lose.
Can't afford to lose, but everyone's a little bit more motivated. And I like the whole, okay, let's go with the young guy. Let's see what he's made of. What can he do for us? And it's just a little bit better messaging, I think, than the other way around. That's just me, though. Just being a goalie and being a young guy. Of course, you want to play all the time, and you want that chance, but you want it to... lack of better term, you want it to mean something a little bit.
Yeah, because 20 minutes in a nothing game compared to starting a game. And I know it's, like you said, it's the worst team in the league, but they have wins. And you can't afford to drop any points right.
It's weird. Sometimes you get in your head as a goalie, especially if you're not the big dog. You get thrown a bone here and there. And... you'll always hear guys say, "Oh, we want to play hard for this, for our teammate and things like that." But I've always thought at certain points, sometimes it's especially on the road where this is a scheduled where we've played a few. Let's throw the other guy in, throw him to the Wolves here, and see what he can do. And it's the last game of a road trip. You're kind of it's. Sometimes you look at the schedule as a guy and it's a scheduled loss. But this one, not saying it's a scheduled loss against San Jose, but it's just a different mentality as a goalie. I know I'm not making sense here, but you have to kind of be in it.
What say you, Nasties? Would you start Olivia Rodrigo on Thursday, or are you like Gager, which I agree with? You got to wait to see what happens tomorrow. Let us know. River Korean Box 780-218-9999. Also hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Some Oilers news as they ink defenseman Damien Carfagna, that's what we're going to go with, to a 2-year entry-level contract, Gager. He spent the past 2 seasons at Ohio State, skating in 72 games, recording 9 goals and 25 assists. His 7 goals over 38 games in 24-25 were a team high among Buckeyes defensemen, while his 21 assists and 28 points ranked second. Left shot defender from New Jersey. I mean, I don't know. There's not much to say.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know him. So, like, all I can give you is the stats, and sounds like he's a puck-moving defenseman, and who knows what's going to happen.
American, hey? And they signed him?
An American. Oh, yeah, he's from Jersey.
That's a good sign. It's funny how so many players, especially U.S.-born players, have a little bit of say in where they go and what they do with their pro career. So if he's showing that he wants to be part of an organization, and maybe he looks at the depth chart of what's available, and the cupboards are a little bare. I mean, how's our boy in Barrie? God, I forget his name now. Our Barrie Colts defenseman, Boakey. Yeah.
Well, let's take a look.
Let's take a look and see how he's doing this year. But he's a right shot, is he not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
52 games, 32 points, plus 10. So far in the playoffs, he has 1 assist in 1 game.
Okay. Well, I mean, he needs to get back on the show because we gave him the bump last time. I think he had like a big night the next night.
He's ways away. Maybe, yeah, I'd say so.
But
O'Reilly's having a great year too.
Yeah.
Another friend of the show.
So I guess the cupboard, like there's some prospects there.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, if all these guys can kind of pan out, that's a great job by Edmonton scouting staff, right? They're gonna need a few diamonds in the rough here.
Yeah, and they don't hit often. So John Carlo says, "Yup, we're chasing the second spot. Need the best lineup going forward. As long as we spot that, as long as we want that second seed." So he's saying, "Don't go with Olivier."
Yeah, no, I mean this point, like everyone, I don't know. You asked the question, what's a successful trip here? Successful trip is 4-0, but realistically, I think you need both games, and you need to take some from the 2 really big dog teams.
You need to beat the 2 teams, the Ducks and the San Jose. There's no excuses. The other ones are going to be tougher because of who's out of the lineup, and I understand that, but you have to take one of those. So I agree with you, Gager. Is 3-1 doable? The only reason I'm saying are people going to be okay with 2-2 is because of the guys missing from this lineup. It's tough, right? Like take Vegas's top 2 player, their best defenseman, starting goaltender, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay. So if you take Eichel and what? Who else? Hurdle?
Pietrangelo.
And Pietrangelo out. Pietrangelo's a different beast. No. Okay, Pietrangelo, and then
just whatever. Just
yeah, that
I don't know if the goalie one makes sense right now because Skinner hasn't been good, but
that's a completely different team. But still, taking those guys out, okay, full lineup, full Edmonton Oilers lineup. You take those 3 guys out of the Vegas Golden Knights, you still give them a puncher's chance, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's a lot more difficult, right? So another McFan says, let's wait to see what happens next game and go from there with goaltending. I agree. And Knobloch's in no rush to make this decision because Pickard's going to get LA, right?
You hope.
And he hasn't played a lot. Like, I mean,
maybe Rodrigue comes in and gets the shutout against San Jose, 42 saves, shutout.
Then he goes against LA.
Then he goes to LA.
Ooh.
Starts a shutout streak of 6 straight periods. Now it gets interesting.
He becomes the
then he goes to Anaheim.
Matt Murray or the Bennington.
Yeah, 9 straight shutout periods, and then the conversation really starts.
Ooh, can you imagine? Skinner never sees the net again in Edmonton.
Oh my God, you said it, not me.
Hey, 44 thumbs up. We're at a good pace right now. Let's get to 50 by the time this segment ends. Of course, Matt Barrett from the Old Kings joining us in about 8 minutes or so. We'll just get a quick recap of what happened in PA and look ahead to tomorrow's Game 3 here in Edmonton, Game 4 as well. We'll also have tickets, so I got to come up with a trivia question. And like I said, it's going to be a fun week, man. The only thing that's a bit of a downer on Thursday, Joaquin, the game's at 8:30.
I'm not down about it. I'm fine with it. I'll be watching on my phone in bed.
It's going to be a late one for Hernan. Holy smokes.
Friday, what's going to happen? Are you leaving Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday. You're off next week.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's me and Iwanek Monday to Wednesday. Then I'm by myself Thursday with Coob. And then Friday, it's just Coob and Maddie.
Wow.
And then the following week, it's you and Matthew and Coob.
Phew.
Yeah.
Because I can't host.
This one, no name, says, you go with Rodrigue. He is young, but he's still a 5-year pro. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, he's got pro experience, right? And he looked good. I'll say it. He looked pretty good in that. Made some good saves in that Seattle game. Didn't look too out of control, like his structure was sound. I liked it. Big save right away.
He's got over 100 games in the AHL. That's pretty good.
It's a lot.
Yeah, man.
5 years. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
5 years in NHL or AHL, he's only got 100?
Yeah, because his first 2 years, he only played 24. And then
he was down on the coast a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played 15 games.
Okay, so, yeah.
And then this year he's played 40. Last year he played 37. The year before he played 29 games. So
I think he is probably up and down a little bit, wasn't he? Or is those just American League numbers?
Just American League. And he's 24 years old.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you don't hit your stride till later.
Yeah. No, but I guess the texture's point is he's not a 19-year-old young guy.
No. Yeah, he's right in a. I mean, he's got an opportunity too. Like he might get one of these games. I'd rather, if Pickard's going well, I'd rather just see Pickard play. But you got to look to the future a little bit too, right?
C-Run says give Rodrigue a look or two so you don't go out this offseason and sign another Jack Campbell. Well, I don't think that's happening anyway. Well, actually, they might.
Just to I mean, put the bug into the staff's ear, because remember, I think it was Noodles was talking about how he thought it might be important for the Edmonton Oilers to go out and get a third guy, just in case the dam really breaks. And you want to make sure that they go, you know what, we're good where we're at right now with this guy. And then make decisions for your goaltending later.
So they have Skinner and Pickard next year for the same amount of money, 3.6.
Perfect.
But again, I think let's just say, if they're out in the first round, I think they're going to look to upgrade.
Well, and it's the old adage. Bowman didn't get Skinner. Skinner was a prior pick from a different GM, so he's not his boy. Right?
I don't think either he's getting.
No, either of them aren't. I haven't even looked at the goalie market actually for next year. So I don't even know what's available. But
I would if I knew how to use Puckpedia. Give me a sec here. Oh, here we go.
I mean, you just look at UFAs, but there could be a deal in place, I guess. But
I got it. Jake Allen, Alexander Gorgiev.
No, not
Vitek Vanisek, Frederick Anderson, Anton Forsberg, Marc-Andre Fleury, Dan Vladar, Ilya Samsonov, David Rittich, James Reimer. So not a lot of sexy picks. Now you can trade.
I don't know. Vladar's interesting to me.
He's a guy that can potentially be a starter.
Yeah, it's there somehow. I think one of the reasons Dustin Wolf has had the success he has is the play of Vladar too, kind of stabilizing the goaltending. If
he's only 27 too.
I know.
Yeah,
he's a young guy. Good goalie. Something you would definitely be looking at.
And keep this in mind. He's probably not going to want to sign in Calgary because they got their number one.
Yeah.
Right?
Like he's most likely wanting to move on because he kind of got because Markstrom leaves, right?
Yeah. His save percentages are not very good. Like the last 3 years. So
what's it this year though?
This year it's 8.93. Last year was 8.82. The year before 8.95.
What? Oh, it's only 8. I thought it was better.
So did I. Okay.
Because Wolf is ridiculous.
Hold off.
Wait a second. Stan, don't listen to us right now.
Do we got a game going out there?
Oh. Jesus.
Well, Dusty's trying to move up into the top too.
Okay, to let you know, Hernan can't focus here. Jesus.
Finally.
We need the games in a little box. Yeah.
Is it live? Is the game live?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
All right.
You're already on vacation. You're not even leaving until next Friday.
Max Beduzu, they're going to sign Corey Crawford, aren't they? No.
No. That's it. Yeah, I wonder. I guess it all depends on playoffs, right?
John Carlos says, nah, Damsledar has an 897 and only has one season over 900.
Yeah. I guess he makes a lot of big saves. Probably just with that. I don't know. But what's Dustin Wolf? He's like a 9-1, isn't he? His save percentage?
Yeah.
He's the starter next
So
year.
a lot of people are not fans of Vladar.
No.
So, and now that we saw his stats, well, we aren't either. But it's not Jake Allen, I know a lot of Oiler fans wanted him, but 34 years old.
How much does he make? It's way too much.
3.85.
See, that's...
You'd have to take lower than that.
Yeah.
And is he better than what they have here? Truly.
Pickard's a true great backup.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, if you're moving on from anyone, I hate to say it, but you're probably moving on from Stu and you're keeping Calvin just because of his cap hit and what he's been able to accomplish these last 2 years.
You heard it here first. Gager's shipping out Stewart's again.
I am not.
All right, portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. UFC 314 is going down at the Canadian Brewhouse on April 12th. Catch the action on most TVs with epic food and drinks. Don't miss it. Our house is your house, the Canadian Brewhouse. Up next, Matt Barrett, the voice of the Oil Kings, joins us next here on EST Afternoons. I'm off to watch Tecmo for a bit. Here's Coop with your sports update.
22-year-old Ohio State defenseman Damien Carfagna has signed a 2-year entry-level deal with the Oilers, which kicks in next season. He's 26 in Big Ten scoring this year with 28 points in 38 games. And a light slate has Calgary hitting the ice in Denver, the Wild and Devils going out at the Stars battling the Kraken, while Philly hosts Nashville. And on the court, Suns all-star Kevin Durant is expected to miss at least a week with a left ankle sprain he suffered last night against the Rockets when he stepped awkwardly after colliding with Houston's Jabari Smith, leaving the game right after. 8 games on tap, the Thunder and Bulls clash. The Clippers take on the Magic while the Jazz and Hornets hit the court. And 4 games are live in the MLB. Kansas City holds the Brewers 4-zip at the top of the 5th. The Red Sox trail the Orioles 4-3 at the bottom of the 3rd, while the White Sox are pounding the Twins 9-0 at the bottom of the 5th. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. After a quick break, Matt Barrett, the play-by-play voice for the Oil Kings, joins Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The EST Hangout.
They were in the playoffs for 34 straight years. 06 was the first year they finally missed. If you go 06 to 24, they've hosted 3 playoff games. That's it.
That's unacceptable.
And for this franchise, unacceptable. When you look at 14 and 15, great years, but those are the actual outliers. You take those 2 seasons out, this has been a trash franchise.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Someday you'll be shedding your tears.
A one-of-a-kind retrospective. It's Glass Tiger, This Island Earth, April 4th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Kubish in the house. 144. An intense Tecmo game has just kicked off between Maddie and Dusty, so we'll keep tabs on that as well. But right now we're going to talk some Edmonton Oil Kings and some playoff hockey, Joaquin, as they went to PA. Won game 1, lost game 2. Game 3s and 4 go to. Let me make sure it's Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to give away some tickets today on the show as well. And to talk all things Oil Kings, the voice of the Edmonton Oil Kings, Matt Barrett, joins us. Matt, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, guys. How are you?
Good. How was the trip back from PA for you guys?
It was good. It was good. I mean, I think when you go to PA and get a split, you're pretty happy as the low seed. So here we go. Time to make some hay and get back on home ice.
So, Matt, let's start on Friday night on a good 3-1 win. You saw the goaltender there, Alex Worthington, which is outstanding there in that one. Can we just talk about that game and what went well for the Oil Kings to pick up the first win?
Well, scored 29 seconds in. That'll help for sure. Yeah. Especially quiet a crowd that, in Prince Albert at the Art Hauser Center, that's a tough place to win. And if you can silence the crowd early, which the Oil Kings did that night, I think it definitely helped propel them. And it was one of those games that you have to be patient and wait for your opportunities. And the Oil Kings did. And Landon Hansen got a great opportunity on a forecheck to make it, a 2-1 game. So that was excellent by them on that night. And Alex Worthington made a few big saves when the Oil Kings needed it in game 1. And to win game 1 is huge for this group and kind of eliminate home ice advantage for the Prince Albert Raiders for the time being.
Matt, well, let's go to the next night. And I'm just speaking from experience here. I like the emotional level of young hockey players in the Western Hockey League. You go in and you can get that first game. It's hard to stay in the moment for game 2, thinking the possibilities of coming home up 2-0, being the low seed, like you mentioned. Was that a little bit of the case, or what was the reason for losing game by such a larger margin than what it seemed like in game 1?
Yeah, and I think the Oil Kings did a lot of good things in game 2, but I think part of it was Max Hildebrand was just locked in even more maybe for game number 2, and Prince Albert Raiders came back on home ice and the crowd was a little bit rowdier, I think. Maybe they started getting after it a little earlier. Who knows? I mean, right? It's one of those. The crowd was awesome. The crowd was loud. It was crazy. So I do think part of it was just the Raiders just came out a little bit harder, and they kind of came out with the aggression, and it was kind of their game that night. And I don't think anybody expected this to be a long series to begin with, or to be a short series, I should say. I think everyone expected it to be a long series. So I think just looking at it, at the time, through 2 periods, you didn't think Edmonton was out of it quite yet. They were still dominating the shot clock. And it felt like they were getting their opportunities. The power play just couldn't quite strike. They got the 1. And, I think in the third, things just kind of got a little bit out of the way. And you just come back and you kind of put that one in the back of your head. And the only score that really matters right now is 1-1.
Matt, just looking at the special teams here after 2 games, if the Old Kings are going to go on and move on to the second round, I'm looking at the power play, 1 for 12 so far in the 2 games, 1 for 9 on Saturday night, and I'm seeing on the flip side, Prince Albert, 2 for 4. Special teams, are they fighting it a bit, the Old Kings here?
Hard to say. I think the power play, they were getting some looks, but I think a lot of it needs to get to the middle more and be more in the net and more traffic in front of a really good netminder, right? And Prince Albert did a good job blocking a lot of shots, and I think you guys know that power plays can get hot and get cold really quickly, right? I think to end the year, the Old Kings the power play was really, really hot, and maybe just kind of cooling off a little bit right now, but it could get really hot right away, and they could go 3 for 5 one night. It's really one of those back and forth type of things. And, I think they'll just want to get some more traffic in front of the net and be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to that type of stuff, when it comes to the power play, and things will usually turn around.
You mentioned Hildebrandt. Looking at his stats, he's been this is his last year, I believe, in the Western Hockey League. What you meant, just is it traffic in front? What other things do they have to do to try to have the success like they had in Game 1?
Yeah, I think just, a lot of it comes to traffic, and a lot of what Edmonton created offensively was on the forecheck. And when they're really aggressive and hyper aggressive on the forecheck and not giving the PA defenders much time with the puck to break it out, they create a lot of good opportunities. And that's how they created essentially 2 of the 3 goals on Friday night. So when you're able to get in on the forecheck and create a little bit of havoc, whether you score or whether you don't score on that chance, it does kind of get into the heads, I think, a little bit of the defenseman being like, okay, I don't have as much time as I thought I did, and it can create a few more mistakes that you got to capitalize on. Just
your opinion on, is the emotion of this series ramping up a little bit more? Is there a little bit more hate that has been generated for these first 2 games, and might see some fireworks in Game 3?
Probably. I mean, this is an interesting series. They met 5 times in the regular season.
Yeah.
When you think of that, you're like, 5 times. Like, okay, that's not a ton considering they played the Red Deer Rebels 8 times this year. But they met once at the end of February. I think it was February 28th was the second to last meeting of the year. And then they met again, basically the third to last game of the regular season here at Rogers Place. So they basically met, 4 times in the last month and 3 days. So obviously the emotion is going to rise when it comes to that. And the playoffs are just a different beast, right? These guys want to win, and both teams believe they have a shot to go deep. And when that happens, the emotions come out, the energy is high. And especially in a place like Prince Albert, where everything's right on top of you, the fans are loud. Yeah. It kind of can bring up the emotion as well, right? So it's an exciting series for sure. And, expect physical, energetic, just a lot of fun for sure.
Hey, it's the voice of the Old Kings, Matt Barrett. Matt, so heading into, it's going to be great to see the Old Kings in playoff action at home once again. It's always a fun time. We've been giving away tickets for since last week. We're going to give another set away today. What are we expecting here for these 2 games, 3 and 4 on Tuesday and Wednesday? How's the crowds looking, and how's the vibe right now heading into games 3 and 4?
Well, I think the vibe from a team perspective is pretty good. You come in with a split, and I think looking at the big picture, you're happy, and I think the fans are happy as well. They're pretty excited for what this team could do coming back home. And for the fans who maybe, I don't know if I want to go on Tuesday and or Wednesday yet, just come out, support this team. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a fun team to watch. You get to see Grayson Sauchin, who signed his entry-level contract. Adam Yeko, who signed his entry-level contract. Blake Fiddler is a possible first-round pick this year. And, you just go down the list. There's a lot of excitement around this team. And don't forget, Wednesday is Wiener Wednesday. So, come for $2 hot dogs during the playoff. So doesn't get much better than that.
That's awesome, Matt. Well, best of luck tomorrow. I know you guys are going to have a great call with our good buddy Guy Flaming as well. All the best, and I'm sure we'll have you on again, Matt.
Hey, happy belated birthday to Guy, by the way. Eh? So,
when was it?
It was on Friday.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Look at that. Oh, boy.
Happy 75th, Guy.
I'm a terrible person, man. I'm an absolutely terrible person. Matt, all the best, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, that's Matt Barrett, the voice of the Edmonton Old Kings. You want to go to the game, just go to Edmonton Old Kings website, and games 2 and 3 tomorrow and Wednesday, 7 o'clock start. Wiener Wednesdays, $2 hot dogs. I mean, if you're an adult, go crush some glizzies and have some cervezas. And want some playoff hockey, go support the boys. Hopefully they can take advantage now of home ice here, eh?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Wiener Wednesday here.
We should, did the Oilers play then? No. Hey, and happy birthday to Guy, man.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Holy
Guy.
smokes.
Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, no, the WHL playoffs are so much fun. I have great memories of playing in the playoffs. A lot of these guys, I'd love to see actually how Fiddler looks. Like this guy's going to be a first rounder. Really young, but just plays a ton.
Yeah.
Really fun to watch. So if you can get on out there, support the boys. Hopefully they can get this next one and really put some pressure on a Raiders team that was, well, ahead of them in the standings anyway. So this is a good result coming back home.
Just the power play stuff. 1 for 12. They 1 for 9 in Saturday's game. That's not good. So they got to figure that out. Kevin Claus says, are any of the current Oilers injured players out past the end of the season? Well, listen, and Chris Knobloch's always like we always say, you can't trust his timelines because he's never gonna be 100% completely honest. So a lot of coaches do that. He did give an update. The 4 guys: Ekholm, Klimberg, Stuart Skinner, and Connor McDavid did not fly out with the team today. A few of them could meet them halfway through the trip. Trent Frederick and Evander Kane are with the team, but for skating and practice purposes, it's not like they get a lot of ice on the road anyway.
I don't know if this is accurate, but I was just kind of looking up the for tomorrow. Who knows? We'll probably find out more tomorrow. But just injuries right now, day to day is Pietrangelo and Thomas Hertl. So both are saying out right now.
Wow.
But that could change by game time tomorrow.
Okay, so they might be able with some key players. So no excuses. Let's go. No more.
Yeah. If they're both those 2 players are out, that's a level playing field, I would say.
Hell yeah.
Right? Let me just look on.
Laughing out loud. Dusty yelling in the background. Yeah, something happened.
Yeah.
Dusty just threw an INT. Is this game live? Where can I find it? Oh, boy. They're having some fun over there.
Yeah, it says Hertl, Ilya Samsonov, and Pietrangelo. Thomas Hertl says out.
Yeah, I think I have him on one of my fantasy teams, and they have him with a big fat 0 on
okay.
Zero.
Yeah.
O on there. So
yeah, day-to-day Pietrangelo. So yeah, those are difference makers.
Oh yeah. How's Vegas done lately? Let me look that up. You think I would have done prep?
They've I think won their last 7, wasn't it?
Yeah, coming off a 3-1 win over the Preds. Their last loss came on March 16th to the Red Wings. They're currently on a 6-game win streak.
6 game.
Wow. Yeah, they're playing good, man. That's a good team over there. And that's why I love it. It's a great test for the Edmonton Oilers. Absolutely great test for the Edmonton Oilers. So let's go. It's going to be fun to break that one down. I know it's another late one, but those games are always great, man.
Those will keep you up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about Thursday, how many people are going to tune in Thursday.
Tons.
I think well, if Olivia Rodriguez gets a start, I think a lot of people are going to want to see him play a complete game.
It's okay. It's Shark Week, right?
Is it?
So I don't know. I'm just telling people. Come on.
Can you believe it's the end of March already? Or you know what? We're going to be back right into a new hockey season.
Jesus. We got a ways to go here, buddy.
Oh, boy. Coop's not happy. I just saw him shake his head. I think he's not happy with my comment.
This has been a quick year, though.
Oh, man.
We can't look past the playoffs, Hernan. You're already skipping the next season. What is this, 2014?
Well, winter's over. Now it's over.
Well, there's still snow outside. Don't stop saying. You and Maddie both
quit that. We're going to get snow now.
No, there's no way. I'll be floored if we get snow.
You know it's going to snow, and you're going to be. I hope it snows in Mexico when you're there.
Can you imagine? Oh boy,
it's going to rain the whole week. Those little sticks you call legs are going to stay pasty.
I hope. I'm going to look at the long-term forecast for next week. I need some plus 30 in my life, man.
It's not plus 30 down there, is it?
Well, let's take a look.
There's no way.
It's Mexico, man. Okay, so right now, today it's 28.
Really?
I can deal with 28 degrees.
That's all right.
Let's
Do you
see.
put sunscreen on?
It's a combination. You put on the stuff to get to get a nice.
What's that?
A nice color, and then
What-
it's just
what,
like
oil?
tanning. I was gonna call
Crisco?
it solution, but it's not tanning.
Baby oil?
No.
Hawaiian tropic oil?
No.
What are
it's
you
just
putting on
tanning
yourself?
stuff.
Tanning stuff.
Yeah,
What
to
is that?
tan.
What?
But it's not like it's not what
It's
is
not
it called?
legal?
No. I don't know how to explain it.
So you're putting some weird stuff like?
No, it's just.
Do you look like Tan Mom?
Tanning lotion, man?
Well, that tanning lotion.
Yeah.
So it's like oil.
Not really, but somewhat. And then you get your nice color, and then you put the sunscreen. Yeah.
Oh, so you burn yourself to a crisp and then
No,
put sunscreen?
I don't burn.
Oh, stop it.
I don't burn.
Yeah, you burn.
No, I don't. Tommy has just left.
There's no way you don't burn.
Okay, so I just looked at the when we're there. The high is 26, which is still not.
It's not great.
That's not super duper hot.
You'll still burn though.
Yeah. I mean, but it's I'll take it. I mean, it's 26 is not bad.
20, it'll feel like 40 after coming from here. It's fine. But you got to put some lotion on, man.
I just said I was.
No, but you're putting on some sort of solar substance that's going to turn you into
You
it.
never heard of tanning lotion?
Yeah, it's called the Hawaiian Tropic
Yes.
SPF number 3.
No.
And there's no protection in that thing.
Yeah. But that's
So
what you do when you initially get there,
You're going
just
to come
to get
home
your
with
nice
cancer.
color. Wow.
Just put on, get your 60 and put it on. All right. The sun's powerful enough. You'll get there. All right.
G-Roy
Protect
Simon, he saw me putting on sunscreen on one day at practice, and he goes, "Hey, guys like us don't need that stuff."
Yeah, you do.
So I was like,
as a kid, I
noted.
didn't.
I
As
said,
a
I'm
kid,
out.
I didn't. But now, I mean, if I mow the lawn, my shoulders are pink. But I put tons of stuff on now.
Oh boy, that's unfortunate. See, now I'm like another site says it's 29, 28. So I don't know which one to believe right now.
Either way, protect yourself. You only got
Protect
one.
yourself. Oh, we will.
Okay.
Oh, we will. All right, 2:00. Hour 1 done. I got to go watch some tech. Dusty's losing it over there. Hour 2, we'll continue the Oiler conversation. We're going to talk some F1. We're going to talk some Blue Jays. And we're going to talk some Final Four. And whatever you guys want to talk about. I got some fun stuff for this day in sports history and all that stuff that comes up with movies and blah, blah, blah. And we're just going to have a good time. Keep slamming that thumbs up. What are we at, Gager?
We're rolling.
We're at 57, so we've slowed down. We need 43 more to hit 100, so please slam that thumbs up if you haven't done so yet. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Join our very own Dustin Nielsen, Trey and Terrell Ford of the Edmonton Elks, and other special guests on Tuesday, April 8th at the Bell in Scona for Edmonton Sports Talk's Bids for Kids, presented by GS Construction. A special live on-location show featuring a delicious appetizer buffet, silent auction, 50/50, and more. This year, Kids Sport is proudly celebrating 30 years of making a positive impact in our community. Don't miss out and join this special celebration to help continue to support those in need. Tickets are limited. Find them today at kidsportbidsforkids.com. That's kidsportbidsforkids.com.
Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brewhouse with epic food, killer drinks, and an unbeatable vibe. Plus, download the Canadian Brewhouse app and score free nachos on your big day. Book your party now to celebrate like a pro. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
22-year-old Damien Carfagna has signed a 2-year entry-level deal with the Edmonton Oilers, and the left-handed defenseman from Ohio State is second on his team in defensive scoring with 28 points in 38 games this season. And the playoff race continues. The Flames and Avs drop the puck. Seattle hosts Dallas. The Wild challenge the Devils, and the Preds meet the Flyers. And in the NBA, Kevin Durant is out for at least a week with a left ankle sprain. The Phoenix All-Star suffered the injury last night against the Rockets when stepping awkwardly after colliding with Houston's Jabari Smith, leaving the game right after. And 8 games fill the schedule. The Rockets take on the Lakers. The Kings and Pacers tip off, while the Nets battle the Mavericks. And MLB action sees 14 games, 4 of which are underway. The White Sox are controlling the Twins 9-0 at the bottom of the 6th. It's scoreless at the top of the 4th between Colorado and Philly, while Milwaukee trails Kansas City 4-0 at the top of the 6th. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
.205, welcome back to EST Afternoons, Hour 2 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Joaquin Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Kubish with you. Reminder that 3, it's the Reed Wilkins Show with Jim Milne. They'll have a fun lineup. They have Kevin Lowe on.
Cool.
Kalo.
Awesome.
Kalo is on. As we're live from the William Huff Studios here in the west side of the city. Like always, slam that up if you're watching on the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, you can hit that tab as well. And if you're listening, it's iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, Edmonton Sports Talk, .com. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999, or on the nasty chat. Double A says, Hernan strikes me as a tanning oil guy.
So you just use tanner.
And Pander's Pancakes, just spread some cooking oil on you and you're good to go.
Just a stick of butter?
I'm going to look like Razor Ramon. Or go full Kramer and use melted butter.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Good afternoon, Hernan and Gager from Butts to Himes. How you doing? So you burn, eh?
Of course I burn.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people
Everyone
don't.
burns.
Well, I know what you're saying, but I don't turn red. I'm like a nice color, man. Trust
You
me.
would turn red.
Just wait till I text you pictures of.
Yeah, I know. You're going to go out there with no coverage and be all red.
It's not even that hot. 26.
Doesn't matter. The sun, there's no ozone down there.
Good point.
It's like here too. The sun's different now. I mean, I can tan too, but I choose not to anymore. Don't want to look like an old catcher's mitt.
Even with the Elks that I was putting on when it was really hot on the field, because on the field,
yeah,
it would get hot. It's funny because then I'd go to like a convenience store or go buy some wine. People are like, "Where'd you go on vacation?" I'm like, "Nowhere. I
Nowhere.
Stand outside."
That good old. It's
good old Alberta sun.
Yeah, it's good, man. Little yard work. You can.
Yeah, how about this? I'll use both. I just said I'll use both sunscreen and tanning lotion.
You still get a tan with sunscreen.
No, I know.
It's just dangerous, man. I'll just let you know.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you looking out for me.
Well, I mean, it would be like if my kids, if they were young, I wouldn't be throwing them out there with tanning lotion on, right? I'd cover them up so they don't burn.
No, that's fair.
But you treat yourself like you would your kids.
But I'm not a child.
Yeah, but you're acting like one.
I'm a man, Gage.
I know you're 40. You're a man. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm looking at another site and it says high of 27.
Okay.
So it's going to be in the range 26 to 30.
That's fine. Are you going to go in the water?
In the ocean, probably just my feet because I fear the ocean. I fear the open sea. In the pool, I'll be in there, especially if it has a pool bar.
There'll be an oil slick in that pool when you get in there.
Do you fear the ocean?
No. I was born in the ocean.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I frolicked in the ocean every day as a child.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's pretty, like I watched some of those, I don't know. I was watching that shark stuff. People in the water with sharks. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Idiots.
So Dusty just got beat again. He's falling hard on the rankings. Matty just took it to him.
Oh, no. Matty's going to be unbearable today.
It is.
He's walking in here like Ric Flair enters a wrestling ring.
Oh, boy.
Race week.
Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah.
First look at Yuki with Red Bull. Lawson.
What do you think of all these old drivers, talking about how Liam Lawson was treated unfairly?
Man, that's like F1 is very like I find the guys that have raced and are like the old vets, the old guard. I find they're really opinionated.
Oh yeah,
and they're kind of the D word. They are like, listen, Red Bull's not a team where you can try to figure it out. Like we all have known that. Now is 2 races enough? Like I think me and you, I think Tim Horania, I think we're all going to be in the same boat where like we didn't see it coming this quick.
But we saw it.
But they had the break and they're like, let's just do it now. What are we doing? Because they did it with Gasly. They did it with Alex Albon, right? And
yeah, did they replace Gasly mid-season? I think they did.
I think Gasly was quicker than Albon. I think Albon got a longer look.
Yeah.
Because they got rid of Gasly for Albon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think Albon got a little bit more races than Pierre Gasly. Okay, we'll get back to the old guys. But I want to ask you this. So I was watching Drive to Survive. I forgot to bring this up last week. Pierre Gasly, he grew up with all the boys, Leclerc and Albon. And then he was stating in one of the shows, he's like, I'm really frustrated because I see all my friends that I competed with winning races and I still can't win. Is Pierre Gasly, like, obviously, all the guys in F1 are amazing drivers. They're all the elite of the elite. But what's going on with him? Is it the car? Is it the team? Because it seems like Pierre Gasly, it almost feels like he thinks he should be better.
I think they all do, right?
Because Leclerc's won, Lando's won, Albon's on Williams, so he hasn't won, but he's had some good finishes.
Good performances, right? Yeah, and that Alpine car, it's struggled last few years. Huge performance from him last year, not costing the team 1 penny.
Yeah.
For repairs on the car, right? Like, so I think there is a maturation process when it comes to a young F1 driver. But yeah, how do you not, when you look at guys that you've grown up karting against and you were competitive with them, and then you see them in a different on a different team having success, and you just haven't had the ability to taste that yet. He's won a Grand Prix, right? He's won, but looking back at it when he won, I think half the other field went into the wall, right? So, but that's part of racing too. You take that.
Ocon won one like that.
Yeah.
Right? Where everybody, all the top dogs ended up crashing out, and then Ocon got pole.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, he has one win.
One win. Look, I mean, Renault is a famous team, famous dealership in Europe. They got to do something better with the car.
I'm just saying, like, if Pierre Gasly was one of the top 3 teams, would he? So this is where I'm at, and I'm still kind of a little new to the auto racing world. How much would you say it's in the car alone? Because you see a lot of because that's what I'm saying. Is Pierre Gasly in Mercedes winning? Or is it or now he's at Alpine, right? Mm-hmm. Is the car holding him back?
Yeah, that's probably a better question for Tim, but I do feel like there's a top tier, there's a midfield, and then sometimes there's bottom feeders.
Yeah.
I don't think you see as many bottom feeders anymore. Well, maybe Sauber. But I think the midfield has gotten closer to the top guys. Definitely, when you see the times, especially over one lap pace, maybe race pace is a little bit different. But yeah, I'd like to see now, after what he's been through, I'd like to see him in a top tier car, right? He still looked pretty good so far this year. Can he win? Would he win if he was in Mercedes? I would have to say yes.
Yeah, it's interesting because, yeah, I found that comment he made on the show very interesting. Where like he's getting frustrated. I'm seeing all my buddies win, and I'm still stuck here. And
well,
now
just look back when George Russell was with Williams, right?
Yeah, that too. But he was getting good results for a car that wasn't that good.
I know,
right?
Yeah.
So that's where it's a little bit different. Pierre Gasly.
We've got quite the standings in the drivers already. Like Lando's in first, 44. Verstappen second, 36. Russell 35 and third. Piastri 34 and fourth. Like
That's amazing.
It's awesome. Albon sixth with 16 points. Like he's right there in that Williams, right? And
he's been good, man. Carlos Sainz has been the disappointment so far.
Well, he's
still figuring it out. But Pierre Gasly, man, what was it again? Oh, he got his shot with Red Bull. He was young.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. They shoot him up, spit him out. They did the same thing with Albon. Now Liam Lawson. Do you think he ever gets another shot on the top team at 29 years old? Because I look at racing and I don't think age matters.
Well, I think no, now it doesn't. Just because when Aston Martin kind of figured stuff out with that car, you saw Fernando Alonso get on the podium, right?
Yeah.
He's a great driver, though. But and now I just read today that I think Lawrence bought a bunch of Aston Martin shares, right? So he owns like 36% of the F1 team now to solidify their place for at least for the foreseeable future, which is great because I want to see what Adrian Newey does with that car.
And Lance Stroll going anywhere.
No, probably not. But I got time because Alonso he kind of throws those jabs out there all the time that, oh, this guy's complaining that he couldn't win in this car, that car. And he still is a firm believer, and there's only a few cars that can win. And if you're in one of those, it gives you a better shot.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I mean, the most watched guys are going to be Yuki Tsunoda and Liam Lawson.
All eyes are going to be on Yuki this weekend to see what he can do in that Red Bull, and see if he can close the gap to Max. But now you have Liam going back into a familiar car too. What's he going to do in the Racing Bulls? I bet you he does way better. Because Hajar's done well.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I like Yuki, man. I really hope he does well. Liam Lawson, I don't know yet. I just want to see my boy Colapinto in there.
It was the thing that I liked Liam Lawson, and in some interviews they were fine, but it just found a little bit of arrogance, you know. And who were we talking about a couple of weeks ago? We were talking about the other driver that was with Racing Bulls. Shoot. He was the Dutch driver too, that got canned. Anyway, his name's escaping me.
Like last year?
2 years ago? Little guy. He was always on the broadcast too. Shoot, someone help me out here. Someone will know his name.
Someone says some silly goose is tied for first with the one and only Reed. Is that in... that's NCAA. Never mind. Not F1. Even though Reed's doing pretty... I think Reed's team jumped up pretty good. That Barry Cole, we might have to ship him out.
Yeah. Get him out.
He's doing a little too well for our liking. It's not why we invited you, Barry. We didn't invite you to dominate. Oh, boy. It's going to be fun, though. I can't wait. And again, it's time friendly for us.
Is it?
It is.
I haven't looked at the times. Because it doesn't matter to me.
I'm in third. I'm on the podium right now. But now the stress of setting my lineup again is taking over.
Oh, stop.
Okay, so I have Yuki Tsunoda on my team, and I have a red little circle on him, and he's kind of whited out. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, just because they don't have a picture with him with the Red Bull thing.
No, there's pictures here. Look.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then it says he's 8.4 million.
Oh, they've made the adjustments.
And they say his number is in red, 0.6. Did he go down?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it was before.
So am I getting punished for having him, or?
Well, check how much you have.
Yuki went up to 16.8.
Yeah, that's so you're over the cap. Are you over?
Well, that sucks. So I got to take him out.
Yeah, probably.
So I made my adjustment adding him as well to my lineup.
Okay.
And that was before his cap went up. So does
Yeah.
that mean I get a free adjustment? Because I've already used 2 free transfers this week.
Well, we should, because
right?
on his profile, you know why that orange thing? It says inactive.
No.
We'll have to. This is probably something we should do during the break. Not
This is some bull crap. This is some bull crap.
Can't take it anymore.
All right. 70 thumbs up. We need 30 more. It's 220. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. They'll have Kevin Lowe on the show. They're also going to talk Old Kings. I think they're going to have Luke Pierce, the head coach, as they get ready for games 3 and 4 that go Tuesday and Wednesday. Your trivia question for Old Kings tickets for game 3 up next, plus more F1, Oilers, and whatever you guys want to talk about here on EST Afternoons. Here's our guy, Coop, with your update.
The Oilers have signed Ohio State defenseman Damien Carfagna to a 2-year entry-level deal, with the 22-year-old recording 7 goals and 28 points in 38 games this season, which is good for 26 in Big Ten scoring. And local boy Logan Ferland has signed a 2-year extension with the Rough Riders after he played all 18 games last season, being named the West All-Star and CFL All-Star, and was also the West nominee for Most Outstanding Offensive Lineman last season. Tonight, there's 4 games in the NHL. Flames and Avs go at it. Dallas hits the road in Seattle. New Jersey hosts Mini, while the Preds and Flyers drop the puck. And after leaving yesterday's game, right after stepping awkwardly when colliding with Houston's Jabari Smith, Kevin Durant of the Suns is expected to miss at least a week with a left ankle sprain. 8 games are on tap. The Heat and Wizards go at it. The Rockets and Lakers have a date, while Boston meets Memphis. And a Blue Jays off day sees 14 games, 4 of which are live. The Twins are getting smacked 9-0 by the White Sox at the bottom of the 7th. The Royals and Brewers hold the Brewers 5-0 at the top of the 7th, while Baltimore is up 4-3 against Boston at the top of the 6th. EST Afternoons rolls on after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Someday you'll be shedding your tears.
one-of-a-kind retrospective. It's Glass Tiger, This Island Earth, April 4th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Missing the course? The Canadian Ice House is here to keep your skills sharp. Trackman golf simulators are open. Real golf action right in downtown Edmonton. Don't let the off-season slow you down. Visit us in-store or check out thecanadianicehouse.com for all the details.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
.224, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. 25 away from 100. Hammer that thumbs up. Thank you for all the views and listens. And remember, if you want to listen later while you're working out or shoveling the snow or cutting the grass or going for a walk with the doggo, if you've got Apple or Spotify, wherever you get podcasts, just go to EST Afternoons and hit the follow button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And don't do it just for our show. Do it for every show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Let's get those numbers up. I got a lot of beef with this F1 league right now, and it's not your fault. I'm not blaming you, but if I had Yuki Tsunoda since week 1, I shouldn't have to pay double now. I have to get him off my team then. That's totally unfair.
He was the same. He was 16 million.
No. I had him at 8.4.
So he's doubled.
He's doubled, man.
Huh?
Ooh, on one of my teams, I have 3 transfers.
Oh. Wow.
But on the one that I need 3, I only have 2. What?
Jesus. Is anyone still listening?
Oh, sorry, Uncle. Dusty got smashed by Maddie and Tecmo, so let him hear it tomorrow on the morning show, please. He's ranked number 3 now because he's losing a lot, man. He's losing a lot. Not that anyone cares about our Tecmo league that hopefully starts up soon. You know what? I've noticed our inbox is a little wonky. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Phyllis. Good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. You're not. So you're going to watch the Masters. So you'll be gone for the Masters?
When is the Masters?
Next week, right?
No, I'm still here. I leave next Friday.
Yeah, but it starts next weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be gone.
Right. So it begins April 10th. We should have a Masters pool. Who's going to win?
Joaquin Neiman.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Well, everybody's a golf guy here. Someone can set it up.
I know.
What do? You pick like 3 guys?
Maybe. Whatever. Or just one guy. I can't wait for it. It was always a sign of you were getting ready for the playoffs or you were going home, I guess. Oh, God.
Yeah. Is that one of the big ones you like to watch?
I like to watch when it's competitive, right? Yeah. That's when it's fun. Like there's been some battles. I'd like 5 or 6 guys in contention come Sunday, right? Usually you see someone shoot the lights out early, The best. I wish they still did this with the Masters. Like one of the reasons I bought a 3D TV way back when.
Okay.
And because of Masters weekend, it was actually shot in 3D, and you could throw on the glasses and watch the Masters with the 3D glass. It was unbelievable. Like you could see the how the greens were shaped and how far. Like it gave a lot more perspective than you'd actually imagine. It was probably the coolest because I thought, I'll watch hockey in 3D and all this stuff. It was the only sport that really made sense to watch in 3D, which is kind of funny. You'd think golf wouldn't be that, but it gave you a very unique perspective of the actual golf course.
Who's like this is a very ignorant question, but who's the top golfer in the world right
now? What's his name? Isn't it? Let's see. Isn't it? I got a list of guys here. Sorry. What's his name? He won the Masters last year too, I believe.
Here, let's take a look.
Maddie would know.
Justin Thomas.
He's up there, but not
Xander Schauffele.
No.
Scotty Scheffler.
Scheffler. Okay. There we go. Scotty Scheffler's probably. I mean, if you looked on Coolbet right now, which we could probably do.
John Rahm.
And I think he won 2 years ago.
Victor Hovland, Tommy Fleetwood.
I mean,
Hideki Matsuyama. Adam Hadwin. He's the Canadian.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's fun to watch and competitive, guys coming down, up a stroke, down a stroke, you see them fall apart. That's fun.
Wilkins says Scheffler.
Scheffler, yeah, he's number one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So put money on him.
Probably the safest bet. Yeah, sure.
They're like a dark horse. It's hard, right? You just never know, right?
It's really hard. Yeah.
Laura says Rory this year. I like Rory.
I'd bet against that. I don't think Rory's going to win another major.
When's the last time he won one?
Long time ago.
Yeah. It's been a while, eh?
Yeah.
Been a while for good old Rory. Interesting. In other news as well, Toronto Blue Jays split. Hey, not bad. I know they gave up a ton of runs, but they 2-2 back in action tonight against the Nats, the Nationals, the Yankees. See those new bats they're using?
No.
Little butters.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I saw a meme. What are they?
Well, let's look it up. I saw it on the weekend. I was doing some because they're just hitting like crazy right now. The torpedo bat. Yeah, so let's see here. Is a customized bat that tailors the barrel for each hitter. Gone is the standard swell of the bat as it's replaced with more wood in the barrel shifted closer to the hands.
Oh.
Yeah. And they have some, how many dingers, Coop, you were saying earlier today?
The Yankees had like 15 home runs or something in the first 3 games. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Well, every team should start using these.
Well, yeah. Not cheating, not trying.
You're not cheating, you're not trying. And March Madness, all the number 1 seeds are in the Final Four.
Wow.
Well, but people are like, well, it's boring. I'm like, but that's what number 1 seeds are supposed to do, right? Fucking.
Well, that's why they're seeded number 1, isn't it?
So it's Florida versus Auburn and Duke versus Houston. I think I have Florida in the final. I don't know how I'm doing. I don't even know where to look at my bracket.
I think I predicted everyone to get knocked out. I'm looking at these torpedo bats. Yeah, they're kind of bulkier in the middle of the bat, right? So they're moving that makes sense. I wonder if that moves where it moves the sweet spot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, boy.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
See how many Ohtani yanks out with one of these things. You ever gone to the batting cages and faced to like 100 mile an hour?
I did it at the Ice House one.
Did you?
Very hard.
100 miles an hour?
Well, I don't know how. I don't think I couldn't hit, man.
No, it's
hard.
It's very hard. Very hard. 90's hard. But it's funny, just in those little increments, it gets, it's a huge difference. Just a couple miles an hour. Like a 92 to a 95 is like way different.
Yeah, it's hard. I can't even imagine, like, facing one of the top pitchers. Like, I probably wouldn't even see it. I'd just be like,
well, first you're scared to death. Imagine like Randy Johnson throwing at you this big, like he releases
killed a bird.
He releases the ball like halfway to the plate anyways.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this, weren't we? Like what sport requires the most amount of pure skill?
Ooh.
Is it baseball? Hitting a ball?
Pitching's hard too, man.
Well, yeah, but anyone can throw a ball. I'm saying,
but with speed and accuracy, like it's. Oh, man, that's a good question.
But I mean, it's like Primetime said. What other sport, if you go 2 out of 10, you're considered a really good?
Yeah.
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 20% of the time you're good at something. 25% of the time 30% of the time you're elite. That's crazy.
So Jeremy says tennis. Tennis is a good one.
Tennis is a good one.
Yeah, you got to have the footwork, the handwork. You have to. Oh, what a sport!
But
darts from Big U.
But who was talking about it? Brian Burke was saying how hockey requires the most skill. And the reasoning is, it's on skates. So you have to start doing it from a young age. You have to learn how to skate first. And it's one of the only sports where the actual, like the thing that means the most is the puck is controlled by something other than your hand, right? So you have a stick that controls the main piece of the game.
That's a good. What about soccer? Because you're doing everything with your feet.
But everyone can run and kick.
Well,
not cool, but whatever.
No, but to do it to place a ball with your foot, like in the spot where you need it.
Okay, but you could go. I can go in a few more weeks now that you said summer's here. I could go to any field and watch a bunch of guys run around and play soccer, and it would be okay. I'm not saying they're playing for Real next week or anything, but when you go to a rink and watch a bunch of guys that have never played hockey before, like
there's bad soccer. There's terrible soccer. Trust me. You get to the lower divisions, it's terrible.
There's a difference between bad soccer and bad hockey. Bad hockey, the puck just stays in the middle and everyone just keeps falling down.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing that hockey's hard. I'm just saying I think soccer is a talent because you use your feet. That's all you use. You use your chest.
Yeah, I just explained to you why. I don't know what you're saying here.
Well, you're saying that you can go watch any soccer and it's good. That's not true. I
didn't say that.
No, okay.
I said everyone can do it. Everyone can just go out in the field and play soccer.
Okay, but not good is my point. Like no accuracy, no technique, no skill.
Yeah, okay, you take a 25-year-old athletic person, never played soccer before, go out and dribble ball and shoot it. Probably could do it, right? That same person never played hockey goes out there. It's useless.
Coop, you're going to chime in?
Well, all those like NFL players where they're like, "Oh, I'm going to try out to play hockey." Like it's the easiest sport alive. You're wearing knives on your feet. That's like the first thing. It's like learning to walk or something like that. You have to start from the basics.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like Hernan, or Joaquin, like you said, anyone could walk and really run if you're athletic enough to do it.
If an athletic person could run fast.
Like if McDavid played soccer, right? Like he might not be the best. They play sewer ball, whatever they two-touch or whatever they call it as well.
But he could
run.
He could run.
Like the win. Yeah. Just get out and open, right?
John Cardle says MMA. That's a good one.
I can fight.
But like overall, the skilled people, like you could be like 250 pounds and pack a punch and have a chance to do MMA. But to be the top of the top athletic, I would say like the top talent, sure. But overall, it's a mixed bag.
I would fight any MMA guy on ice skates. I think I'd be all right.
Okay, I like Lars because I've tried golf and I find it extremely hard. He says golf. There's a lot of skill required there.
What?
In golf. Body movement, how to shoot.
Yeah, but you look at John Daly, right? Like,
yeah, but he had a lot of but the technique he had was.
So you're just proving my
That's more
point.
technical.
Basically, golf is like hockey, but now it's on skates too. That you're doing the same shooting
really.
a puck.
Not really. Okay.
Caster 1990. Soccer has the lowest entry barrier, as Gager says. Everyone can run and kick a ball. Hockey, not everyone can skate. I can skate, but only good enough for shinny.
What the hell does Caster 1990? No, just kidding. Trying to think of other sports that are extremely difficult.
Big Maple. Atom weight class is women's 105 division. Top 5 women in that category would wrap you in a pretzel, Gator. I'm not saying I wouldn't be. Maybe even enjoy it a little. But on ice skates, I'm saying MMA on skates. That's what I'm talking about.
How about figure skating?
That's another. That takes a lifetime. And you're starting young, and your window is so short now. Because it's funny. You want to watch something funny? You watch my wife watch figure skating. Oh my God.
She was a figure skater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can't stand it because it's all
Like what bothers her now?
The artistic element is non-existent anymore. It's all like the
tricks.
Yeah. You have to be so small and just as many times as you can spin as possible. Like there's girls doing quads like nothing now.
Because like when your wife was a figure skater or teaching it, like when you say artistic, it's more of the dancing
and move, yeah,
okay.
and like there was art, and now because that was the more subjective when it got to voting and all the big scandals like in Vancouver, right? Yeah. There was a way to kind of pad the points, so now it's just all okay. There's a point for that, and it's just. There's not as much. I mean, it's still amazing what they do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty impressive, but you'll never see like a Katarina Witt win again, right? But she had.
My pops loved Katarina.
Oh yeah, who didn't? But there was a. She wasn't the best skater, but she had presence and very artistic and quite good looking, right?
So does the wife now go away from figure skating, or she'll kind of hate watch?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she'll hate watch.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll watch Olympics, right? Because I went to World Championships in Dusseldorf the one year because she was coaching, and it's cool. Like it's pretty neat and stuff, but it's funny. Figure skating is kind of like curling. Like it's an older crowd, like they're all old skaters and stuff. It was neat.
Curling you need a lot of technique and skill for sure.
Curling's another one.
Yeah. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Kitchen Restaurant. All you can eat surf and turf for just $59.99 every Friday from 4 to 10 p.m. What was the question again? Which sport
requires the most skill, right?
Keep those coming in to the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. And the nasty chat up next. We'll close out the show. Got some few this day in sports history to get to. Also, our trivia question for Oil Kings tickets. You got to text the River Korean box, okay? Only text in the correct answer if you truly want to go to the game. This one might be tough, but someone's got to get it. Guy Flaming, our good friend of EST. You can hear the Pipeline Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. What year did he start being the color analyst for the Edmonton Oil Kings? Okay.
Like that.
What year did Guy Flaming start as the color guy for the Edmonton Oil Kings? Send those to 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree inbox. We're back after the break. Here's Coob with your update.
22-year-old Ohio State defenseman Damien Carfagna has signed a 2-year entry-level deal with the Oilers, which kicks in next season. He's 26 in Big Ten scoring this year. recording 28 points in 38 games. And the light slate has Calgary hitting the ice in Denver, the Wild and Devils going at it, the Stars battling the Kraken, while Philly hosts Nashville. And on the court, Suns all-star Kevin Durant is expected to miss at least a week with a left ankle sprain he suffered last night against the Rockets when he stepped awkwardly after colliding with Houston's Jabari Smith, leaving the game right after. Meanwhile, Scarlet Kings guard Dylan Harper has declared for the upcoming NBA draft, with the 19-year-old averaging over 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists at Rutgers University this season. 8 games on tap. The Thunder and Bulls clash. The Clippers take on the Magic, while the Jazz and Hornets hit the court. 14 games around the MLB. Jays face the Nationals right now. There's 4 games live. Royals have a 10-0 lead on the Brewers at the bottom of the 7th. It's 1-0 Rockies over Phillies at the top of the 6th, while the Red Sox trail the Orioles 4-3 at the bottom of the 7th. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Step into a whole new golfing experience with 240 unique courses for you to play, featuring innovative technology that automatically tees a ball up for you while replicating real-life ball eyes, shifting the ball in 24 different directions. Gimme Virtual Golf, where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. The boys give away the Oil Kings tickets on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Double E alum, all-around good guy, Jed Roberts.
We played in Winnipeg in 1991. When we landed the plane did a 360 because it was just ice. And I thought that was normal. I never saw anything like that again after that. That was my first year playing.
Wait a minute. You thought a plane doing a 360? Jed's like, wow, these pilots are fast.
It's quite a trick landing.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Someday you'll be shedding your tears.
A one-of-a-kind retrospective. It's Glass Tiger, This Island Earth, April 4th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't forget me when I'm gone.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games.
Playmoregames.ca.
Last segment here on EST Afternoons as we're live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas and Gager. Coming up in about 14 minutes, Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne. They'll have Kalo. Kalo's going to be on, as well as Oil Kings head coach Luke Pierce. So keep it locked here on Edmonton Sports Talk. 11 away from 100. I'm sure we can get to that in about 9 minutes or so. So please slam that thumbs up. You were saying polo was tough sport?
Well, yeah, you need a horse.
You don't know what the horse is going to do, man. Well, I mean, you can try to control it as best you can, but those buggers can...
and there's like probably some vicious stuff you can do during that too.
How about synchronized swimming?
No. You just swim. Anyone can swim.
No, but you're like underwater. You know.
Do that again. You can kick your legs, can't you?
That's tough. I think it's tough, man.
For someone that has such great legs, you think you'd be. That's the sport you would want to
Polo.
Throw those stems up in the air, show everyone what they can't have. Right? No.
No. Yeah, polo would be tough because you're like, and then you have to be accurate with the. What do you call it?
Stick. What's that thing in it's like in Miami. It looks like lacrosse. You wear that big hook on your arm, and then it's kind of like squash. Like they whip this ball, and it bounces, and I don't know what that's called. That looks weird. What about cricket?
Never played it. Looks extremely hard. The guy's whipping the ball at you.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question. What game are you most looking forward to this week with the Edmonton Oilers? Which one that you're really gonna pay attention to and see? Okay, is it tomorrow versus the Knights? It's probably only the two, or because it's going to be the LA Kings in the first round of the playoffs.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game the most.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it's the Vegas Golden Knights. They're always good games. It's never a blowout in Vegas. I think it's a good measuring stick. Like, I don't think the Oilers beating LA on Saturday means anything for the playoffs. People are like, well, if they beat LA, they'll show LA that they can beat them at home. I mean, the Oilers can beat anyone in their home. Anyone. Like, I don't think it changes the mentality of the Oilers or the Kings. I truly don't.
No.
What's everybody sending in here? Jai Highlight?
Oh, is that the name of that sport?
Oh, the one you were talking about in Florida.
Yeah. Okay. Highlight.
Okay, I'm going to Google that now. Yeah, but like I said, I think tomorrow's the big one for me, the San Jose one. Oh, yeah, it is. Jai Alai, I think it's how you say it. So, I don't care about, I mean, I care. I think they need the 2 points, obviously, Gager, and the LA game is huge as well. But I don't think it proves anything to either team because both teams know they can go toe to toe. Both teams know they can beat each other. And when you go outside of the, I mean, I don't think LA comes into that series against you. We haven't beat them 3 times. We're so weak. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's the mentality pros have.
No, I'm just asking you. Like you want to see how they do better, how they do against a team that you think they might not have a better chance in the playoffs against. Is that what I'm reading?
No, I just don't. No, I guess what I'm saying is for me, it's Vegas, the game I'm most intrigued, followed by LA. But what I'm saying is that regardless of how these games turns out, I don't think it affects the other team mentally like many think.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I know. I don't. Well, yeah, maybe you're right. No, I think the game. I don't think Vegas fears the Edmonton Oilers one bit.
No, I don't think LA does either.
I think there is something to LA. It just means more to them. Like that's their
good point.
That's their Everest right now.
Yes,
right.
Like we got to beat these buggers, but I don't think they're like afraid of them or like.
No, but it's like we got to. That's their motivation. What did Doughty say? Like after it wasn't last year. I think it was the year before. Maybe it was last year. I can't remember. But he said he was going to be thinking about this all summer long. Right. This is the team we need to get past. And he mentioned the rivalry. It's not a rivalry. They've been kicking the snot out of us for the past 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. For a rivalry, we have to win one. That's what he said, which was pretty cool, I thought. But Vegas have a tough time too, man. I mean, Minnesota's pretty banged up though.
Well, it sounds like they're getting Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov back very soon. Zuccarello left practice, I think, or the game yesterday. So we'll see there. But if that team stays healthy, I mean, I don't think they're in any. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, so Minnesota and St. Louis tied with 87 points. Minnesota has 8 games left. St. Louis has 7. Okay, Vancouver's back 6 points. Calgary's back 7 points. Vancouver has 8 games left. Calgary has 10. They got to make up a lot of ground and need a lot of help. So I think the Wild and Blues are safe. I think they're going to the playoffs. The Oilers need to keep pace here with the Kings, who are 2 points up. Same amount of games. They got 9 games left. I don't think the Oilers are catching Vegas. That ship has sailed. They're 9 points back. They're not making that up. But yeah, man, what a big week for the Oilers. Last road trip of the year.
This is it.
Extended road trip.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the last one of the year, right? They don't hit the road again, do they? No, I don't think they do. Yeah, because then they get back from Anaheim, and then they have a quick trip to Winnipeg on the 13th, and then they finish the season in San Jose. So a few one-game road trips left after this one. But yeah, it's going to be... Man, it's going to be tough.
It's too bad that Vancouver and Calgary couldn't push, but...
Yeah, it was going to be an exciting playoff push. But both... Well, I mean, Vancouver's been a mess all year, right? And Calgary just... And this is when I was asking about, like... I'm sure Calgary Flame fans enjoyed the ride. They're like, man, we were so close. This team competed so hard in every game. We have a great young goalie who's going to be our guy for many, many years. But again, you're stuck in that middle zone. No high draft pick, no playoffs, Joaquin. That's what I'm talking about. Like, they can't keep doing this.
See, I think they're on the right track, though. I find, look at Chicago, though. Like, there's rumblings that Connor Bedard isn't going to sign long term.
Well, not if they can improve.
So that's going to be a interesting one over the off season to see what they do. But like they've been playing important games. Like, you can't tell me that some of the young guys haven't gained a ton of experience this year playing these types of games, and they're still. I mean, I don't. Are they out of it? They kind of are, aren't they? So they're 78 points or 80 points.
They're out.
7 back of St. Louis and Minnesota with 10 to go. That's tough. But there's still a chance, right? They're still playing meaningful games. Better than Chicago, where they haven't played a meaningful game in like 3 years.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. I did want to get to this quickly. On this day in sports history, the inaugural WrestleMania took place at Madison Square Garden.
Is that where the Hulkster lifted?
That's when Hulk Hogan and Mr. T defeated Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper.
Really?
The one it was
Is that two? That was one.
That was one. The Hogan against Andre was 3, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
God, that was back in the day. You had to go rent the recording box from
and they used to show it at Shaw Conference.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, on big screens. Yeah, I went to see Hogan slam Andre there. It was awesome. Went with my sister and my 2 cousins. Got dropped off, sat in there in the stands, and they had like these big like theater setup, and then we watched WrestleMania live there. Yeah.
Oh, before I go, thank you, everyone. Unfortunately, my daughter didn't make it past the last cuts. I think she finished 5th in the semifinals, but thank you for all your voting. It meant the world to her. Yeah, we got caught up with some Disney people that had huge families, I guess. But it's great. She starts her competition season begins this week. So she'll be competing at the Agricom too.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. We got to get going here. Only one correct. The correct answer to the trivia. Guy Flaming started halfway through the 2013-14 season. So whoever had one of those years is going to be selected for these Oil King tickets. We got to go. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. We have a big meeting at 6. So we're all going to be hanging out here. Thank you for tuning in. 5 away from 100. Let's try to get there. For Joaquin Gage and Zach Kubish, I'm Hernan Salas saying thank you. We'll chat tomorrow. Ciao.